Well, Dungannon ended 2023 with an emphatic 5-0 win over bottom of the table Newry City, and they kick off 2024 in the league with another impressive win over one of their relegation rivals to give themselves breathing space at the bottom. All 4 goals from set pieces. They were 3-1 ahead at the break. Captain Curry with a header on 14 minutes. Mikey Place did level with a tap-in for Ballymena, but a quick-fire double before half-time from Ben Gallagher and Adam Glenny give the Swifts a 2-goal cushion at half-time. Fraser Taylor smashed home shortly after the restart to reduce the arrears, but hopes of a comeback eventually faded in the 88th minute. Alves free kick, and there was Glenny again with his second goal off the game with a beautifully guided header into the back of the net to give Dungannon a first win over Ballymena since February 2021, and Ballymena left to lick their wounds. Rodney McAree, the Dungannon manager, alongside me. Rodney, you must be feeling pretty good after watching your side win that game there today.
Yeah, absolutely delighted. I feel as if this is as good a 3 points as we've had all season. Probably not one of our better performances, but I thought what we showed was great character. We showed a determination that we wanted to get something out of the game, and we certainly didn't want to get beat. We don't rely on set pieces. We sometimes feel as if we create enough opportunities from open play, but today it was completely flipped in his head, and we did rely on the set pieces. But listen, it was about coming here, making sure we didn't get beat, and try and win the game, and we go up the road a happy bunch.
Who's taking the credit for the work on the set pieces?
I'm not overly sure because we don't really have much time. Terry Fitzpatrick, I'll give it a wee choker. He works tirelessly behind the scenes, and everybody knows their roles and responsibilities, and he's very good at what he does.
I mean, it's another very significant win, isn't it, in terms of the situation at the bottom of the table?
Huge. It opens up a little bit of a gap. A gap that maybe gives us a little bit of a cushion, but there's a long way to go. There's a lot of games to be played, a lot of football to be played, so we just have to move on and focus on our next league game whenever it comes around, which is Larne, and it's a tough one, but it's one that we can go into with a little bit of confidence, a little bit of belief. 6
points now on Ballymena, who are second from bottom, yet Coleraine, you're just 5 points behind them. Is it time now to start looking further up the table?
I think that's something that we try to do anyway. We've tried to focus on the team above us, so we've looked at the positive side of it instead of focusing on the negative side of it and always looking over our shoulder and seeing what's coming behind, or are they getting closer to us. So we try to focus on the teams above us. We want to drag another team into it, and we want to bypass the team, and that's our challenge from now to the end of the season.
How important was the 2 goals just before half time and the way you managed the second half, even after Ballymena got themselves back into it?
2 goals just before half time were huge to give ourselves a little bit of a cushion at 3-1, but we've been in that position a few times this season where we've been in front and we haven't been able to see a game out, and then whenever Fraser Taylor, who I thought was excellent today, whenever he pops up with a second for Ballymena, you panic maybe a little bit, or you worry a little bit more so, but I thought the boys deserve great credit. I don't think we were under any pressure, and we didn't look as if we were going to concede an equaliser at that stage, and we managed the game well. The substitutions who come onto the pitch all contributed very, very well, and gives you a little bit of a headache then whenever you're going into the next match, which is what you want.
You did a bit of work in the transfer market this week, and you tied down Dean Curry on a contract extension, but will the phone be busy over the next couple of weeks? Are you still expecting maybe reinforcements, movement?
Well,
anything you can tell us?
I hope my phone's not ringing too much and there's people not looking at our players. I'm happy with what I have at this moment in time. If the right player crops up and he's available and he's within our range, then yes, of course we'd be interested in it. But at this moment in time, I'm happy with what I have, and if they continue doing what they're doing, then we'll be okay.
Any update on Matty Lusty? Picked up that injury against Glentoran before Christmas?
Yeah, Matty, it looks as if he's going to be out for 3 months. He's broke his collarbone, which is unfortunate for him and unfortunate for us. He doesn't. They don't feel as if at this moment in time it needs plated. He's been constantly reviewed and constantly looked at, and hopefully, whatever the course of the outcome is, it'll be the right thing for Matty, and hopefully he's back on the pitch as quickly as possible.
What about Tuesday night now? Home semi-final against Linfield in the League Cup. This result sets you up perfectly. It's going to be a special occasion at Stangmore, isn't it?
That's a great occasion. Those games is fantastic. I think you got an opportunity to bring one of the biggest clubs in Ireland till Stangmore on a Tuesday night under the lights in the semi-final of the League Cup. And listen, it's an uphill task for us, but we'll go into it with the belief that we can get through. It's a one-off game. We have a little bit of home. We have obviously home advantage, so we have to go in. We make sure we set ourselves up in a way that we try and stay in the game for as best as we can and see can we nick something.
You very nearly beat Linfield, of course, at Windsor not all that long ago. 4-3. Will that match have any bearing, do you think, on Tuesday night?
Well, it's a different game. It's a different game, but we take a little bit of belief out of the both games that we played at Linfield this season. We've been beat by the odd goal in both of them. So if we can go one better and maybe push it to penalty kicks, I'd take that at this moment in time.
And Rodney, I mean, you left Glentoran to come to Dungannon Swifts. I mean, it feels as if you're in a good place right now, and you know there's probably room for more improvement here, but still in cup competitions and hitting form in the league.
Yeah, and all we have to focus on is improving all the time and trying to become better and trying to get better. As you say, we're still in the two cup competitions. We're picking up points in the league. We're not too far away from the total that we got last season as a club, so we want to bypass that as quickly as we can also. So we're in a good place. It's enjoyable. Good bunch of people who are working with, and it's good at the moment.
Well done today on the win.
Thanks,
Dungannon Swifts manager Rodney McAree.